Welcome back to another episode of I Am That Bitch podcast with my co host, my amazing co host, Rula DK. Welcome back, my friend.
Hey, everybody. Thank you. I'm excited for today.
This is our new segment, Double Trouble Tales by Two Greek Girls, Macedonian. And we're talking about growing up Greek, right? And how we are different from everybody. But today it's about my version of Greek.
As a non-Greek speaker.
As a non-Greek speaker, because I hear shit that other people don't hear because I'm so advanced. Um,
For sure. Yes, that's exactly it.
my first, so my growing up at Easter, my best friend in high school was Greek, obviously, and they were actually old calendar Greek Orthodox, so very very strict when it came to religion, right? So you don't swear, you don't yell, whatever. So we're sitting in the basement. She comes downstairs. She comes downstairs and she's like, echo fuck yes. And I go, wait, what? What did you say? And Tina starts laughing right away, right? I'm like, Thea. She goes, T. I go, what are we eating? And she's like, echo fuck yes, ela fai. I'm like, oh my God, Tina, your mom's saying fuck. Like, what's happening right now? She goes, you fucking idiot. It's lentils, right? And I'm like, oh my God. Because here's like what I mean, like wearing the handkerchief, praying, multiple times a day, fasting when people don't even fast. She fasts. Like they're so religious. And all I hear is, but, echo, fuck yes. And I'm like, the fuck?
Fuck yes. I'm in.
No, fuck no. I'm not in. I'm not a fuck yes kind of girl.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't like them either.
But I hear shit and I'm just like, and everyone thinks it's comical because like even when we went to Greece, I just spit on myself. Even when we went to Greece, like I sing Greek songs, but I have no idea what I'm saying half the time, right? And they thought Tony's cousins, my cousins, they thought it was just hilarious. But I got some examples, and you can't be mad because I'm not wrong.
Preface. I love the prefacing.
Okay, so let's play the first one.
All right.
Now I love this song. Oh, did I put it back at the beginning? Oh, okay, wait, let me go back. Oh shit, I lost it. Okay, everybody loves this song, no? Don't you? Can you hear it?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, I'll give you a little taste of what I do, and I fuck up the words, okay? Oh, I started it way too back, sorry. Turn it up. Okay, I'm gonna fast forward it. I'm afraid of something to say, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, listen to this. Okay, what's up? My nephew's coming in. And I'm recording a podcast, my beautiful nephew. What do you got? He's learning Greek.
That was good, Jonathan.
Right?
I love it.
Evkaristo.
I love it. I love it. Do you deliver?
Do you deliver? I'm going to take a piece. But it's not the Doni. The Doni is the best one. I'm pissed that Costco stopped selling it.
If you want some feta, I will come and bring you some feta right now.
Oh, you're the best. You're the best. I'm good, hon. I'm good. I got some in the fridge. Okay. We're okay.
Okay.
It's only because we live so close. That's why he's coming.
That's my half Xenos. Close the door. My half Xenos nephew that is learning Greek because we all want to move to Greece and retire and be done, right? But okay, back to me. Okay, let's go back to Spotify.
He's doing good with his Greek. So I'm impressed.
Oh my God, he's not like it's like a competition. I think it's on Duolingo and like you get points or whatever. And he's like, he'll sit here for an hour and go, this bitch is beating me. It's competitive, right? So I'm learning too because there's stuff like he's learning words that you wouldn't use like horse, snake, turtle. I don't fucking know those words.
Yeah, right? Exactly. Yeah.
But how funny he walked in and he said it with his phone. He's like, feta, whatever he said, the best. Okay. Back to
Hey,
this. Let me
Sveta, I
hit
love
play.
it. I love it.
Okay. Okay, let me go to this spot. So when I'm walking with my husband, I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Okay. I'm getting there. Okay, it's coming. Here we go. I said to Tony, why is he talking about his balls? Arhimu.
Archimo.
All I hear is balls. Arhim, yeah.
He's not
Arhimu.
talking about his. My God. You are killing
Am I
me.
wrong? Come
Oh my
on.
God. You're
What's
killing
he
me.
actually saying?
Dinarhimo, isn't it? The start? My start? I'm 99% sure he's saying Dinarhimo, like at my start.
So I'm walking, I'm like, why is he talking about his balls? Like, I know it's a love song, but really? That's where the Greeks are taking this?
Oh my God. I'm dying. I'm dying.
Okay. Now, next song, Despina Van Thee, one of my favorites. When I went to Greece with the girls, right? What is it? Opa, opa,
Oh,
opa, opa.
papa, sakabokyas mi sutopa. Oh, papa,
Opa.
papa,
Okay, that's a
kanimas
good song.
totoprota.
I like this one. I don't know why I know it. There's no funny words in this one. Do you know this one? Pali Pali. Let me go in. Do you know it? Let's go to the verse. Siguri.
Pali, pali.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Again, again, and again, to you
I
I
know that
come.
part. Okay, next one. We have to go to Greece together. Well, you are my non-sexual life partner, so I'm using her for her condos in Greece in Glifada. We'll have a villa in the north and a villa in the south.
There you go.
I think she says it right off the hop, this one, doesn't she? Maybe not. Okay, I might have to fast forward this one too. Okay, here we go. I'm like, not dijese. Like,
To
what are we doing
shitter?
here? We're talking about balls. We're talking about taking a shit. It shits herself. Like, what?
Oh my God.
Not dijese.
You are so bad.
What are we doing here? What are we doing here, Greeks? What are we doing
No,
here?
nothing quieres, yeah, nothing. You know what quieres means? Like,
Like, I wish you well.
yeah, like, like you should be so grateful you have her, kind of thing.
Obviously, it's sarcastic.
I love
Okay,
it.
so we're in the back seat of my cousin's car. We're going to Bitola, right? Because we're half an hour away from that border.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony was talking about our honeymoon. How do you say honeymoon in Greek?
Gamilio taxidi.
Say it again.
Gamilio taxidi.
Yeah. What do you do on your honeymoon? Agamisu. So I said everything comes from the Greek word, right?
You're right.
Agamisu mili. You're fucking on your honeymoon. See, it all makes sense.
You are out of control. I love that. I love
Yeah,
that's what you hear.
that's what I hear. It's the
I
shit
love
that
it.
I hear. You guys taught me this shit.
I think that's amazing. That's what you. Mine isn't as. Mine, and I may have said it in an earlier podcast, is with galactoburico.
Oh,
So,
oh,
when
okay.
my friend from university and her boyfriend at the time came to visit us. They might have been fiancés, I can't remember. Came to visit us at my church's festival, and so they had desserts. So they were like, "What are you gonna go get?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see if they have any galactoburico." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Galactoburico." He's like, "One more time." So I said it a third time, and he's like, "You mean galactic booty, yo?" And to this day, whenever I think of Galactoburico, I think of Joe and Helen and his galactic booty, yo.
I love it. I fucking love it. My version of that. So that was my mother-in-law's favorite dessert. So whenever we went down to Serrano or whatever, right, to get the dessert, um, I could never say it. I said, can I get the gala? And I tried to do it right, and then I was like, gala at the booty call.
Close. Galactic booty call. There
Right?
you go.
Gala at the booty call.
Yeah,
And they
milk
just looked
booty
at me. I'm
call.
like, listen, I'm Macedonian. Don't even just don't
Just give
the
me.
dessert I'm talking about. Just
Give it
give
to
it
me.
to me, please.
Just give it to me. I love it. I
That's
love
the
it.
shit, right? Like that's the stuff that we hear. Like, because I didn't grow up speaking Greek,
Yep.
and there's so many words that you guys say that are so similar but mean completely opposite,
Absolutely.
right?
Yep. It's
And I
hard.
hear it's hard, and I hear Jonathan doing the course and stuff like that, and like some things. There goes my dog again. Someone just rang the fucking doorbell. Don't they know
Probably
I'm
the guy
recording
that
a
was in my
podcast?
house earlier, making sure you want to get your windows washed and
Yeah,
eavesdrops.
we're good. But anyway, yeah, like I understand the words. I'm like, and there's some words. He's like, how do you not know this, Teta? And I'm like, because I don't talk about fucking horses and turtles in Greek.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. I just
Yeah.
it's not an everyday word. Like you can talk to me. You talk to me in Greek all the time.
Yep. Yep. And
Tony
you
will talk
get
to me in Greek,
you.
and I get the majority of it. But there's sometimes like you talk 1,000 miles a minute. Like Greece was so hard for me. Like they're like, "Brrr," and I was like,
We're
holy shit.
fast. Yeah, we
Oh my
talk
god.
fast. We
Can we
assume
slow
you're
it
gonna
down just a
we
touch?
assume your brain's gonna keep up with us. And we just and that's for me it's a double whammy because I got the Boston and the Greek and we talk
Yeah.
fast. Like we,
Yeah.
it doesn't help. But what about some I call them Greeklish words? Are there any Greeklish words that you might so
See, that
I
would be Macedonian for me, but go ahead with the
okay,
Greek
so
ones
I
and I'll do
say
the Macedonian
caro.
ones.
Caro's
When you
not a
say
word.
caro in Macedonian,
That's not a word.
it's not a word.
It's aftokinito. And I remember
In
being in
Macedonian, well, wait, in Macedonian, it's kursa.
Cursa. Oh, I like that. Cursa. Cursa in
Yeah.
Greece is like if you had like a Cadillac back in the day or like a Benz as a Cursa. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
see, it's a lot of the words are similar, but
very
anyway,
similar.
right on.
Very similar. But I
What other?
remember going to Greece and being like, Sabumas Tocado and all my cousins. So I have 41st cousins. We're the only ones that left, my parents were the only ones that left Greece. So we would go
That's
back
crazy to me.
every
We're
summer,
opposite.
literally every summer. Like I went to Disney World as an American at 28 because I used to go to Greece every year. I'd never gone to Disney.
Yeah,
Which if you're American, everybody goes to Disney. So saying that, we would go to Greece and I'd spend the whole summer in Greece. So my mom would take us, me and then my brother when he came around because we have a age gap, and then my dad would come for the last 2 weeks and we'd all fly home together.
nice.
So saying that, it was so I could see my family. And my dad always said he didn't learn English well, so his kids would be able to speak Greek.
Love it.
That was
I
big for
love it.
him.
What
And
brilliant.
that was, I say, went to Greek school. I graduated Greek school. I minored in modern Greek studies and in university, and the Greek language is important to me. But even I, who's been through that school and can't think of the words on the fly because I don't use them all the time. Or I will say
I'm
caro as
thinking,
opposed to
what?
aftokinito.
Well, we say that when I went to Greece, and so my family still up north still speaks Macedonian. Their kids don't; they speak Greek and English. But all like my generation, like my first cousins, they all speak Macedonian still. And it's funny. We'd be at Lidl, the grocery
Yep.
store, and
Lovely.
I'd say something to my cousin, "Nisakam voa," like "Venthello ofto," right? But I'd be like, "Nisakam, nisakam," and then the other Greeks would turn around and go, "Oh, Australian?" I'm like, "No, fucking Canadian, Australian." Oh my god, I have to tell you. But so the first time I went to Greece, I was by myself. I was 15 years old, and I said to my parents, "I'm going." I saved my tips at the restaurant because we were broke. We grew up very poor. I saved my tips. I was supposed to go with Tina. Tina backed out. I said, I'm still going, right? So I just went to the village. So they take me to a nightclub. I'm 15. Okay. We went to a nightclub in Florida, and somebody, we come out of the club and somebody was like passed out on the ground or whatever. And this guy starts talking Greek. And I literally look up with an Australian, he's talking with an Australian accent, speaking Greek. And I look up, sorry for my Aussie friends, I'm going to, because there's a ton of Massies out there. I look up and I fucking burst out laughing. It was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. And he's like, "Are you laughing at me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, do you hear yourself?"
So bad.
I'm like 15 years old. I'm like, how could like does any like they started
How's
laughing
nobody
because I
else
started
laughing?
laughing. I'm like, do you like am I the only one? Like what the fuck is
So
happening?
funny.
Right. But anyway, so I forgot my point. Everybody speaks Macedonian there still. I forgot my point. I totally missed out. That
That's all
fucking
right.
Australian accent. We
It's all
became
right.
friends actually. We spoke for years after the fact too. I think his name was George.
George,
But that
Nick, or
was
Peter.
something. Oh my god, it was so funny. But yeah, I have to learn Greek if I'm going to move there. I have to learn, but most of them speak uh, English, right?
Yeah.
Like we
So where?
in
Yeah. I
October.
mean, and where you are, you're if you want to retire to a quiet northern community, whereas I want to be in like the Zugla of Athens.
Well, I
You'll
don't
be
think I
okay.
could do it.
Well,
I
not
can't do
downtown.
it, bro.
I don't want to be downtown, but I want to be close enough to everything. I can't villages and I do not I can't. I get heart palpitations if there's more goats and cows than people. I can't do it. I admit I can't do it.
You're an
I
asshole.
I'm not an
You're just,
asshole.
it's funny because I was a city girl, and it's funny because I just felt so at peace back home. Like I felt like that's where we belong. It's where we're from, right? It's our soil, and I just felt at peace. And Tony loves country. Like when we moved to Maine, he loved Maine. I fucking hated it because it was so quiet. And I'm the city girl. I grew up downtown Toronto. So did he. He grew up on the Danforth, but he liked calmness. But when we were in Greece, he loved Dolomaida better than he loved Florina or Vevi, right? Like he's like, no, I think if we go, maybe we should go back. We live in Dolomaida,
Because it was
which is
quieter.
shocking. No, Ptolemaida is the big city.
Oh, it's the big city. Okay, okay.
Yeah, it's where his family lives,
Sorry, all
right?
I know is Malaida. That's the only thing I remember.
Ptolemaida.
That's it.
You'll
That's why
love
I
it.
remember where he's from.
You would love it. That would be your jam for sure. For
All
sure.
right.
It's a great place. But yeah, it's we'll see. We'll see what happens, where life takes us. And where my Greek takes me.
Listen, we're gonna do Greek lessons. I'm gonna bring over the book. My daughter's in Greek school, as you know. So I'm gonna bring
I
over
need
the
to
Greek.
learn it. Listen, well, we talked about Greek school. Should we just talk about it in this episode? Do we want to
Sure,
do
we can
another
talk
episode
about
on Greek
Greek
school?
school.
So you're a
Um,
graduate of Greek school,
I
right?
am a Greek school graduate, yes. And so I had three. So in Boston, the church I grew up in. So let me
Yeah.
rephrase because it's different in Canada than in the States. So
Okay.
most Greek schools in the States are run by the church. Most
So,
Greek schools.
they were
So
here, no?
no,
No.
here's the community, the kinotites.
Oh, right,
We don't have
right.
that shit in the States. No
Whoa,
offense.
easy. You're gonna get
I
fucking
know.
hated.
I'm going to offend. Listen, that's why people are here because
Yeah.
they know we're going to say the truth. If anybody wants to come at me and have a conversation, I'm game to what you can do to change
Woo!
your
Okay.
situations. Anyway, I used to go to Greek school Monday, Wednesday, Friday after English school. So
Yeah.
I'd go to English school 8:30 to 2:30, and Greek school would be 3:30 to 5:30 or 3:30 to 6. I can't remember. And then we'd have basketball. So I'd just go from one to the other. I went to Catholic school, so I'd literally go home, change out of my uniform into clothes, like normal clothes, and
Yeah.
go to Greek school.
Yeah.
So that was life for us. So we had Greek school homework. We had Bimata. I'm helping my daughter, but it was different because my daughter has their end of year event Wednesday for Greek school, and she has
Mhm.
like 3 lines. My Bima legit was like 20 lines, and it was like hardcore.
Wow.
Like I had to read shit that like I'm like, this is all you have to say, and she's like, yeah. I'm like, I mean, I guess, but what are we teaching our kids? What are we teaching this next
No,
generation?
I don't have kids, so I can't speak to that at all. But I can't speak to going to Greek school for not even a year because I think like I said, I think I got kicked out because the teacher. So I could read Greek. Even to this day, I still can read Greek. I just don't
Hmm.
know what I'm saying. I can't put the two together. And she said to my mom, "Your daughter," the way she said it, she goes, "Your daughter can read Greek like water down a river." She
Hmm.
goes, but she doesn't understand what she's saying. So I know phonetically how to say the word. I know my alpha, vita, gamma, delta, epsilon, zeta, eta, theta, iota, kappa, lambda. I can go on. I
Okay.
know it, right? But and I can read it, but I don't know a lot of the times what I'm saying.
Okay.
So that was my problem. So my she's like, I don't know how to teach her, so I didn't go back.
Crazy. Now, any of your family members, siblings, did Tony go to Greek school? Anybody?
I think Tony and his sisters went to Greek school and graduated like you. My brothers went again 1 year, and we didn't last like. So school's not for us, clearly, right? But yeah, no. So it didn't last. So my
So
mom
then
didn't push it.
your Greek community came from, because my Greek school friends are my Greek friends. So I'm just
Yeah,
curious, where did your Greek friends came from? The neighborhood? Like, how did you meet them?
the neighborhood. Yeah, it was the neighborhood.
Interesting.
They would go to school. We just didn't go. And like where we grew up was like the majority was Greek. Like my big fat Greek wedding literally is like in my neighborhood at Victoria Park in O'Connor. My neighborhood, right?
Okay.
That's I would walk by that street to go to junior high.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's where all my Greek friends came from, and learning like them speaking Greek all the time, right?
Yeah. That's where you learned your Greek.
Yeah, yeah. That's why
Interesting.
whatever Greek I know, and now
Yeah.
married to a Greek, and he talks to me, and him and my mom speak Greek. You know what I mean? Like that's and you speak Greek to me, so I pick it up here and there. But if I'm gonna move to Greece, it's gonna have to I have to do better.
All right. You're going to have to do Duolingo Academy.
Yeah, like even we had to go into Florida to buy. I wanted to get that thing you gave me, the internet.
Yep.
We had to go to Germanos to go
Yep.
load it up,
Yep.
and I parked in a spot where I shouldn't have parked. So, but I said to Tony, I didn't bring my passport. You need your fucking passport to load up internet. I said, okay, we're gonna have to come back. And I said, there's a bakery. Let's get a coffee and get some desserts for the house and go back to the village, right? So Tony goes, is there a cop at the car? And I was like, oh fuck, there's a cop. So I go running out, turn on super English, right? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't know, like, what did I do wrong? He's like, you parked in handicap, right? And I'm like, I look down and it's peach. How the fuck do I know that that's handicap, right? So I'm talking to him. He's like, why you here? And I said, oh, I'm here to see my aunt. Where she live? Vevi. What's her name? I gave the name. He already has my license and all the paperwork. Tony comes out. They start speaking Greek. And anyway, this is a whole other story. But at the end of it, he didn't give me a ticket because of who my cousin is, and the name, and which I was like, no, my fucking cousin's hustlers, gangsters. I fucking love it, right? But at the end, I looked at him and I said in Macedonian, Zborovish Makedonsky. And he goes, of course, Zborovish Makedonsky, right? Because I don't know. It's so political, right?
Right.
Like that I don't know. And he seemed younger than me, so I didn't know
Yep.
if he was that of, that he knows. But they know Greek, Macedonian, and English up there, which is
Yep.
amazing,
Yep. For sure.
So. But yeah, those are I'm sure there's new songs that will come out. And if you guys know songs that I think I should listen to
Yes. Let
and
us.
interpret, let
I
me know in
think
the
so.
comments.
Yeah, definitely comment because I think it would be hysterical to do Val's greatest hits. Can you imagine? Oh my God.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Well, thank you again, my friend. Stay
Love
tuned for our next episode of Double Trouble Tales of Two Greek Girls.
one Massey.
And I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you want us to talk about something, send us a message, make a comment, and let us know, and we'll do it. Or maybe we'll have some other Greek friends on here.
Ooh, that'll be fun. We
Yeah,
can do
during
that.
our break, I said to Tony, can you come onto my podcast? He's like, fuck no. I go, you and Frank. And he's like, I don't know. I gotta do some maneuvering.
I love it. We'll figure it out. We'll make it happen.
All right,
Don't worry.
girl. Okay, see you on the next
All right.
episode.
Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody. See ya.